Hello again, it's Victor or Tall Vix. I still have time to make another video, so I'm going to knock out another one. So we're still on 1 Nephi, we're now at 3:14. So we're going to read a few columns, a few chapters of such. Feel free to follow along. If you don't have a Book of Mormon, that's okay. Contact missionaries, you can Google it or click a link that I'll put down below later. Equally, you can just go on the Latter-day Saint website, the official one, and you can find a digital copy, free, easy to access. So here we go. So 1 Nephi 3, starting at 14. But Laman fled out of his presence, and told the things which Laban had done unto us. We began to be exceedingly sorrowful, and my brethren were about to return unto my father in the wilderness. But behold, I said unto them, that as the Lord liveth, and as we live, we shall not go down unto our father in the wilderness until we have accomplished the things which the Lord hath commanded us. Wherefore, let us be faithful in keeping the commandments of the Lord. Therefore, let us go down to the land of our father's inheritance. For behold, he left gold and silver and all manner of riches. And all this he hath done because of the commandments of the Lord. For he knew that Jerusalem must be destroyed, because of the wickedness of the people. For behold, they have rejected the words of the prophets. Wherefore, if my father should dwell in the land, after he hath been commanded to flee out of the land, behold, he would also perish. Wherefore it must needs be that he flee out of the land. And behold, it is wisdom in God that we should obtain these records, that we may preserve unto our children the language of our fathers. And also that we may preserve unto them the words which have been spoken by the mouth of all the holy prophets, which have been delivered unto them by the Spirit and power of God, since the world began, even down unto this present time. And it came to pass that after this manner of language that I persuade my brethren, that they might be faithful in keeping the commandments of God. And it came to pass that we went down to the land of our inheritance, and we did gather together our gold and our silver and our precious things. And after we had gathered these things together, we went up again unto the house of Laban. And it came to pass that we went in unto Laban, and desired him that he would give unto us the records which were engraven upon the plates of brass, for which we would give unto him our gold and our silver and all our precious things. And it came to pass that when Laban saw our property, and that it was exceedingly great, he did lust after it, insomuch that he thrust us out, and sent his servants to slay us, that he might obtain our property. And it came to pass that we did flee before the servants of Laban, and were obliged to leave behind our property, and it fell into the hands of Laban. And it came to pass that we fled into the wilderness, and the servants of Laban did not overtake us, and we hid ourselves in the cavity of a rock. And it came to pass that Laman was angry with me, and also with my father, and also with Lemuel, for he hearkened unto the words of Laman. Wherefore Laman and Lemuel did speak many hard words unto us, their younger brothers, and they did smite us even with a rod. And it came to pass, as they smote us with a rod, behold, an angel of the Lord came and stood before them, and he spake unto them, saying, Why do ye smite your younger brothers with a rod? Know ye not that the Lord hath chosen him to be a ruler over you, and this because of your iniquities? Behold, ye shall go up to Jerusalem again, and the Lord will deliver Laban into your hands. And after the angel had spoken unto us, he departed. And after the angel had departed, Laman and Lemuel again began to murmur, saying, How is it possible that the Lord will deliver Laban into our hands? Behold, he is a mighty man, and he can command 50, yea, even slay 50. Then why not us? Up to chapter 4. I think we'll stop there, just for a brief reading. I don't want to go too hard, too fast. This is the slow reading of the Book of Mormon. I don't want to fly through. My main thought while reading that was about the smiting of the brothers. It's understandable, like from a human perspective. I get why the older brothers were frustrated. Their father has just become a prophet, and they don't get it, and they've had to move to the wilderness, and they don't get it, and they finally get to go back to Jerusalem, and they've been threatened by a powerful man who threatened to kill them. Then they've been robbed, and for people who were the two older brothers are very much upset with losing the wealth. Now they've definitely lost the wealth, and they were chased out of town, and it just gets too much. I'm not defending them smiting Nephi and Sam, but like, again, you have to understand human nature. Like, they're just acting out the human aspect. But the fact that the angel came before them, stood before them, and protected them and saved them, and said, no, they've been chosen over you due to your own iniquities. That's a pretty harsh indictment. That's saying, look, this is your fault. You're not in charge because you lacked faith. They have faith, so putting them in charge, you have to listen to them. Now go back, God's going to sort it out. And they're telling this to two men, to older brothers who don't have that faith at this particular time. It's a challenging one. And just because they see an angel doesn't mean they're going to listen, they're going to obey. So it's definitely an interesting situation. It's definitely heating up, isn't it? As always, any questions, any respectful questions, respectful comments, please post them down below. Any explanations, any aspects of, we've got some very, very deep thinkers here, I've noticed. Some very deep thinkers, both for and against. So post your deep, respectful thoughts down below. I love to see it. I'm not always able to engage in depth, but I love to read it. And I read all the comments, good or bad. I go through all of it. And I'd love to see it. So please post down below. Go to church. If you go to church, great. Make sure you go this Sunday. If you don't go, please consider going to church. It's a great experience, spiritually uplifting. And if you have no spirituality, nice way to meet new people. The Spirit will come. But you have to go there first. You have to take the first step so God can do the rest. I love you. God bless you. I'll see you around.